The first ominous sign was the silence. Arriving at Shadow Creek, birdsong and babbling water had yielded to an unsettling hush. Even the leaves on the whispering pines hung preternaturally still. But Sarah, Adam, and Ben, fueled by youthful bravado and the promise of starlit nights around a crackling fire, brushed it off as an eerie premonition. They pitched their tent beneath the gnarled arms of an ancient oak, its twisted branches scratching at the twilight sky. An unearthly chill seeped from the ground, prickling their skin despite the summer heat. As darkness crept in, the silence amped their anxieties. Every rustle of leaves, every snapping twig, sent shivers down their spines. Their campfire, once a beacon of comfort, cast grotesque shadows that danced mockingly on the surrounding trees. Stories shared turned into nervous laughter, then hushed whispers. Sleep came fitfully, plagued by nightmares of grasping shadows and guttural growls. Morning brought no solace. The oppressive silence continued, the air thick with an unseen menace. Breakfast tasted like ashes in their mouths. Birds remained absent, replaced by the ominous croaking of a lone raven that circled the campsite with obsidian eyes. Panic began to simmer. Adam insisted on packing up and leaving, but Sarah, a seasoned camper, scoffed. Ben, ever the peacemaker, tried to bridge the gap, his own fear gnawing at his calm facade. The tension reached its peak at dusk. A blood-curdling scream shattered the silence, slicing through their fragile sanity. It came from the Forbidden Zone, the ancient burial ground marked by weathered wooden slabs. Adam bolted, sprinting into the twilight without a backward glance. Ben, driven by concern, chased after him. Sarah, left alone, felt the silence wrap around her like a shroud. Then, she heard it. A low, guttural chanting, rising from the forbidden ground. Her blood ran cold as she saw movement near the ancient oak, something shapeless and monstrous emerging from the shadows. Panic clawed at her throat, yet her legs remained rooted to the spot. The creature, an amalgamation of bone and decay, lumbered towards her, its stench assaulting her senses. Its hollow eyes, bottomless pits of darkness, held a promise of unspeakable agony. In that moment, a primal scream ripped from Sarah's throat. She wasn't just yelling for help, she was fighting back, hurling every ounce of defiance against the encroaching horror. The creature faltered, its movements sluggish, as if surprised by her resistance. Seizing the chance, Sarah bolted. She raced through the forest, the monster's guttural howls a chilling accompaniment. Thorns tore at her skin, snagged her clothes, but she didn't dare slow down. Stumbling onto the road, she saw headlights piercing the darkness. A truck screeched to a halt, a gruff voice yelling questions. Collapsing in the driver's seat, Sarah gasped out her story, incoherent words spilling from her lips. The driver, a seasoned hunter with eyes that spoke of encounters with the unseen, took her wordlessly to the sheriff's office. Adam and Ben, shaken but unharmed, were already there. Shadow Creek was sealed off. Search parties found no trace of the creature, no signs of a struggle in the forbidden ground. The woods, as if cleansed by the rising sun, held only the sweet song of returning birds. Sarah remained haunted by the encounter, the memory of the creature seared into her mind. Sleep offered no refuge. The nightmares were vivid, the terror palpable. Even in crowded cities, the silence could return, the raven circle overhead, reminding her of the lurking horror just beyond the veil of normalcy. Shadow Creek remained a chilling enigma, a testament to the unseen forces that lurk in the dark corners of the world. And Sarah, forever marked by her encounter, knew that sometimes the worst nightmares are only a step away from the campfire's dying embers.